to this day, the United States and Greece shares a bond rooted in common values and common ideals.
Opa, oh boy, the president celebrating Greek Independence Day today, but is he missing the point today? The big guy is filling up on pita bread while big spending cuts are toast. Wall Street executive Tom Belesis, movie star fame, of course, Wall Street too, says forget parting with Greece. He wants us, well, I guess to turn into Greece at the rate we're going, right?
Well, you could say that. I mean,
what is going on?
You know, first of all, celebrating any Independence Day, Neil, is a wonderful thing. I think we also should remind ourselves that freedom comes with a cost, and we should not take it for granted. I mean, hence, look at what's going on in the Middle East. We see how precious freedom is. But is Obama missing the point because the U.S. is becoming more like Greece? I think it is his point to have the U.S. become like Greece.
Why do you say that?
I mean, let's look at his track record, Neil. I mean, we can sit here for an hour and go over his track record, right? I mean, when he campaigned during the election, he campaigned on how he's going to spread the wealth around. Well, thank God for this last November election, because we would have had the biggest, tax increase in U.S. history. I mean, he demonizes businesses. He demonizes Wall Street bankers. I mean, he supports his support for unions is bigger than any other party out there. I mean,
but he must have seen there is ways, right? I mean, because he has now delayed that tax hike on the upper income. He's meeting with more business executives, trying to win over guys like you. But you say, despite all that, we're still having the same problems your great motherland's having.
Absolutely. I mean, I think he's not sincere in what you just said, Neil. And I'll explain to you what I mean.
But are we any more receptive to the tough budgetary love that Greeks are? Because right now it doesn't look like Greeks are.
No, they're not. I mean, I think the
So that's a universal problem beyond the president.
Well, with what his plan is in turning our country into a socialist country like many others.
No, I'm talking about the austerity measures that would be called for. When people have to be de-weaned from that, they don't like it. And in Greece, they protest. In Portugal, they protest. Romania, they protest. So we're going to have the same deal here.
Yeah, well, Neil, you know what it is? It's accepting the fact that, you know what, at an age of 57 that you want to retire. Now, let's look at Germany, for instance, right, who's going to be bailing out these countries that have these problems. Now, you have to subsidize, right, the Germans who retire at 67 if they're going to accept that fact that let the Greeks retire at 57 and give them the money. So it's a tough situation. I mean, the EU has to come together.
So this isn't you with the Greek angry at the Germans deal?
No, not at all.
You're over that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, understood. All right, Tom, thank you very much. Good stuff.
Great to see you,
Wall Street 3, I guess. Right? Tom Belesis, he's great in that movie, by the way. All right, here's Lou Dobbs. Word, obviously, about Libya, how it could help us down the road. This whole Greece thing, he's on top of that. A lot more coming up tonight. Hey, Lou.
Hey, Neil, thank you very much. Coming up at the top of the hour, the Obama administration now says we're handing control of the Libya no-fly zone over to NATO. But we're supplying the funding of NATO, the troops to NATO, the aircraft and the firepower to NATO. So what's really changing? Also tonight, Governor Mike Huckabee joins us. He says President Obama is beatable in 2012. Will the governor be the man to beat him? We'll find out at 7. Neil, back to you.
Thank you, Lou. In the meantime, not even a nuclear core breach could stop this rally, so what the heck will?